Are you ready to take your virtual assistant career to the next level? This is a video designed for a lot of you who might have already started your virtual assistant experience or your career, and you want to see, hey, what does the other side of this look like? So make sure to watch until the end of this video for a lot of the tips and tricks that I have given as advice as well to other virtual assistants in my company 2XU, and how you can grow yourself this 2024. So the first really important one is invest in your skills. That's really the biggest thing that you can do to upgrade yourself. You might have started charging just kind of as a comfortable rate, and you want to start charging higher as a virtual assistant. Investing in your skills is going to be the peak thing that will help you kind of differentiate yourself from everyone else. Now, if you've had a long-term client and you want to do something different with them, same thing. Just invest in your own skills and how you want to show up for them as well. So investing in skills could be getting more project management experience or project management training, basically. It could be operations training, or it could be specializing a little bit in what it is that you already do. Whatever that looks like, it's making sure that you're upgrading your skills, that you're using your experience, and you're not just letting your experience kind of speak for itself. You're also getting the actual training needed to get yourself to the next thing. Next is start focusing on solving bigger problems. Now, this is a question I get a lot, is if I want to charge higher as a virtual assistant, how do I do that? And honestly, as a business owner myself, the biggest thing is to solve bigger problems. What that means is, as you are learning basically how your client's business works, how different things happen in the business, you're going to start seeing the different common problems that they might be having, or even a big problem that they might be facing or have been facing. So it's important that as you start wanting to level up, you're going to start seeing those problems and then being someone who can be taking initiative and being proactive in helping solve them. The bigger the problem that you can solve in someone's business, the higher they're going to be willing to charge. It's kind of the same thing of like someone is willing to pay a lot for a business consultant to be able to help them get out of the rut that they're in, is because of course after that they're going to get so much value in their business. It's the same thing as how someone who has a really high, like, valuable specialist skill could be like the top web developer or web designer. They can charge so much is because their skill, their problem that they're solving with their skill is high enough that they can ask for that much pay. Next is getting a mentor, and this is a really important part that usually people don't think that they need, but getting a mentor can help guide you basically to where you want to go. However, I do give always a caveat when it comes to picking your mentor. A mentor is someone who has been where you are. They can't have started, for me as like an Asian, I can't really fully get a lot of benefits from getting a mentor who came from the US or came from Europe, because they've never been to where I am, like the struggles that I would go through usually. And also, you want to get someone who has what you want. And this is a really important thing to kind of have a distinction on who you want to listen to, is they need to actually have the lifestyle that you want or part of the lifestyle that you want. As a really good example, when I'm wanting to be a really good leader, I listen to a lot of these podcasts, watch a lot of the videos basically of people who have maybe struggled with anxiety and wanting to be a better leader, which is why I like Brene Brown, because she's been where I am, which is a little bit anxious, and has basically where I want to be, which is being a really good leader. So you want to always look at those two factors when it comes to getting a mentor. Now, a mentor doesn't have to be overall in your whole life. Like I said, it could be just a specific skill that you're trying to get to, but having a mentor can really catapult you to where you want to be, because you get to skip all the mistakes that they made and maybe other mistakes other people that they know made, and actually just get to where you want to be in the future as well. Next is specializing in a niche or even in a skill. So what I mean by this is, as I mentioned on getting paid basically as you solve bigger and bigger problems, as you specialize or are that person who can brainstorm and solve things through, specializing in a niche or in a skill is another way that you can level up basically. So if you are specialized and that you are going to help paranormal romance authors be able to grow their marketing, you're going to keep getting those people, and then they will keep wanting to work with you because you're specifically talking to this very niche. Or if you're going to go on the other route where you're going to be a LinkedIn engagement specialist, again, as an example, as you narrow down on a skill, again, people will start flocking to you as they're trying to solve this specific problem in their business. It could be big enough that you are solving that big problem for them. Whatever this could look like for you, the importance of this is that you start looking at what are the ways that you can specialize in something And of course, make sure that it is in a growing market. And that's a really good example right now. Of course, AI is all the buzz. So if you can specialize somehow in some sort of AI tool or AI skill that you can bring into someone's business, that is one of the ways that you can specialize in that as well. Next is growing your brand. Now, I've seen so many people, so many virtual assistants in my space who've grown so much because they focus on growing their brand. This could be going ahead and creating content basically on TikTok or YouTube. This could be going ahead and speaking on stages, being on podcasts, basically talking about their specialty basically in being a virtual assistant, because then you start attracting not just potential clients, but you might be attracting people that you can mentor and like complete that whole cycle and even be paid to be able to work with them. Or something that happened to me is that I get hired from time to time to train other people's VAs, even though like I have my own company. That's because I've started to grow my own brand. Other than of course like the brand deals that I've gotten from time to time when I focused on it. There's always just a lot of really cool things when you start growing your brand. The other thing is then you can start also training other VAs. Now, one of the cool things that I've learned honestly in the last 4 years of doing YouTube is that as I'm training more and more people, I'm discovering more and more ways of how to become a better and better virtual assistant. At least the way that I'm teaching it to our people in a virtual assistant agency in 2XU. So again, depending on where you're at, training VAs could be one of the ways that you can level up yourself, because you're starting to slow down and actually break down how it is that you're working with your clients, and you're also learning from the people that you train. You're also learning from their best practices, from what's worked for them. And of course, then you can reflect it back to what it is that you do. And of course, the natural next thing is you can start managing other VAs. Now, this could be you starting your own virtual assistant agency. This could be you working for an agency and becoming a manager there. But as you're trying to explore and see how else you can level up as a virtual assistant, this is kind of one of the more natural things that you can stumble into. And I do have videos on here talking about how to start your own virtual assistant agency as well, or how I started mine, that I hope will get you on the right path. Next is asking for testimonials from current clients or past clients as well. This is one of the ways that you can grow your brand a little bit, but also at the same time, how you can tweak basically your services and how you deliver your services to your client. When you ask for those reviews, basically, you're able to see from their point of view how your work has impacted their business, how the problems basically that you solve for them in their business has helped them grow further. And of course, then you can modify your messaging, how you show up, and of course, how you charge to future clients. Next is asking for referrals. This is basically something people usually miss, is they forget to just ask their current clients for referrals. And because your clients already love you, hopefully they do, they will be more than happy to talk about you to other people. Or if you do end up starting your own VA agency, being able to start growing your business from there as well. And lastly, honestly, one of the biggest things you can do to level up yourself is to take care of yourself. It's making sure as you're growing as a person, as you're growing as a virtual assistant, is you're putting in time basically for your breaks, for the things that bring you joy, for making sure that you celebrate your wins as well, because that's something that we all forget to do. Taking care of yourself is making sure that you are still grounded to where you want to be and who you want to become as you're chasing all of these amazing goals that you have. It's making sure to check in with yourself to see if it might be even still something you want to do, or your dreams have changed. Either way, it's okay. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there and comment below what are the best practices for you to up level as a virtual assistant, or any questions you might have. I would love to know. And if you still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, which you guys can check out those two playlists right here and the latest video right here. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and with that, small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!